Welcome to the channel, guys. Welcome to the video. Hey, today we're gonna knock out getting some jams done on the old 35. You can see I've got it plasticed up, kind of masked off a little bit. We've got fresh seam sealer on, and the epoxy is getting ready to be used. That epoxy is super cool. Works as a primer over your bare metal and can also work as a wet on wet sealer as long as you're using solvent-borne base coat, which we are. So we're going to go out, get the gun, get it set up, and do some spraying here. Sun is down a ways, but we still got a little bit of daylight left. Let's get our epoxy in the gun over here and let's get started spraying. I did leave you guys out on a fun day of just digging, scratching, sanding, guide coating, all those things. You can see we got it all looking good. We're down, everything's seam sealed. I'm gonna run back over it with a scuff pad here. It's like fairly fresh, but it's fairly set up too, so we want everything to stick good. As I'm doing this, I'm just kind of hooking the bottom of that body line. And I'm trying to be pretty precise with it. Coming around and looking here to see that if my tape is going uphill or downhill, it's almost always going one direction or the other, right? And then here we've got more wrapping to do, like wrapping it around everything. Hey, I don't know if I'll leave all of this back here like this, but if we do it right now, we don't have to redo it later. It's already there. So I got one more door to do, and then we're going to load the blue. All right, guys, here we are. We got everything masked up. All our colors are on except for the white. So that's tomorrow morning. First thing tomorrow morning, we'll come out, we'll spray white on this thing, and then get all this stuff clear coated so it can be drying. It's a little dark, a little after 11 out here tonight, so we're gonna have to back off. There's too many bugs to be spraying paint. So. Hey guys, I hope you're doing good this morning. Out here just kind of trying to finish up what we started yesterday. Pretty good sized deal. When you got to seal and put 3 colors on something, it takes a little bit for dry time. So, yep, let's get this sprayed so it'll flash off so we can clear this. Don't forget, always use a tack rack. Stay with that. So we got all our color on. Now everybody's favorite time is the unmasked time. So at least it's my favorite time because it means we're getting closer to being done with this part. And done, that's a favorite word. So you kind of see what we got going here. Fairly cool, I think. You may not like it, but hey, that's your your opinion. So my red, I'm gonna have to go and do a little touch up, probably on every one of the tight corners. I'll just take a little paper towel with some red and kind of daub it in there. It'll be fine. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish peeling all this off. I'll bring you guys in right before we spray the clear. All right. Now we come back. I did just grab a brush, but my brush. Well, the battery went dead, of course, while I was doing that, but I got all that done. Now, the next most important thing we need to do is get all of the overspray and everything else off of the inside of this door. Because that white, I guarantee you, we got white overspray on our dark blue. I mean, I hope all you guys are doing good today. It's going to be really hot out here at the hog barn, so I was out at 7 getting this stuff done. Stayed out here till about 11 last night getting it all masked up. Just trying to get this part of this project finished up because we got other stuff we want to do. It's never too late to find a mistake, right? So you've got to look real close. I want to get it all tacked good. What do you guys think about painting outside? I mean, this isn't outside. We're not under a shade tree. We're in the old carport out here, but we got decent airflow today. And yeah, good light. So why not, right? We've already got our clear mixed up, so we can get in here and clear this. The tough thing about doing all this stuff is you're on a time crunch, right? That base coat, it says that it's open to recoat for 24 hours. Well, that's 24 hours at a certain temperature, which in our case would be like 70 degrees. Well, there's a rule called the 15-degree rule, and if you're 15 degrees above that 70 that they figure in the lab, then all your flash times, your dry times, everything is cut in half. And conversely, it's true if you're colder. So always remember that. So our base coat, instead of being open for 24 hours, is open for 12. Well, I sprayed this the blue on there, and it was probably getting pretty close to 9 o'clock, something like that last night. So I know that today I got to get my clear sprayed on there. I need to do it well before that 9 o'clock, in my opinion, to make sure that we get good chemical adhesion on this stuff. And I could have done all this white and just left it all white, and maybe I should have. I don't know. What do you guys think of the red, white, and blue? Drop a comment down there. I think it's not really going to be that much red when it's all done, but it's enough to offset this stripe and kind of make things pop. And what's cooler than red, white, and blue, in my opinion? I like to do this kind of stuff. I like to make things a little bit bright, kind of fun, and interesting. People will look at it if it's a bright color. Would this car look awesome black? This car would look awesome any color you painted it. You could paint it 1970 refrigerator pea green and she'd still look cool. But to get people to notice it, we're going to make it a bright color. So everything's tacked off now. You saw me do that. I'm going to go put on my safety gear and bring the old gun out here, and we'll hit it with some clear coat. All right, so that has been 15 minutes, guys. 15 minutes since I sprayed the last coat of clear on here, and you can drag your finger on it. If you let it sit in one spot, it will fingerprint, but it's what we would call in the shop hand slick, or ready to be put back into service. It's flashed off good enough. Stuff isn't going to stick to it, which is awesome because it's out here where the wind's blowing and everything else, but that helps it dry. So we're going to cut her off right here. I think in the next video we're going to put the doors on, get them all fully aligned to it. I'm going to use my masking in the floor to make me a template to cut some of this old nasty carpet up to get a pattern for my carpets going in the car. And we're going to get that done, and then we're going to move back to the drivetrain, get this thing started before August 1st. So, hey, if you like what I have going on, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Subscriptions are free, and leave a comment. It really helps me out. So, thanks a bunch for watching, guys, and we'll catch you on the next one.